Hey, I wanted to review another wonderful springtime scent, as it is March already and it's officially spring. Everyone is walking outside, walking their dogs in sunshine, sky is blue, and of course, it's nice to wear a nice springtime scent. And this time, I will talk about another Serge Lutens fragrance, La Vierge de Fer, or the Iron Maiden. It is a beautiful lily scent. It is wonderfully aldehydic, aquatic, springtime, early summertime. It would be perfect to be worn in March up till June, but of course you can wear it still throughout the whole year. It's just that it would be more longer lasting during the springtime and early summer when it's not too hot yet, but it's still no longer freezing, and thus, of course, nice florals. White florals is something that you would want to reach out for. It is a fragrance with white floral, fruity, metallic, sweet, aquatic, soft, spicy, mineral, fresh, woody, and animalic notes. And it is a fragrance that has been created in year 2013, so relatively a newer fragrance for Serge Lutens, as he also had many fragrances that are still popular from the 90s. And this particular scent is a beautiful white lily fragrance with top notes of lily and pear, and of course this particular scent profile overall is linear, so it is lily, pear, metallic notes, sandalwood, and incense. Sandalwood is noticeable still. It gives a little bit of warmth, but overall, this fragrance is a cooler fragrance, and you can still feel very heavily incense. And it is a lily and pear fragrance, so it is more on the white floral, cooler spring tone aesthetic. It is a beautiful fragrance. It is not as long lasting as the classical black label fragrances from Serge Lutens, even though the modern version does have black label. Technically, it is less long lasting than, let's say, other fragrances that have more heavier oriental and spice notes in them. But technically, it is a black label fragrance, which means that it is more longer lasting than some other fragrances in the line. It is a floral fragrance, even though it has some sandalwood notes, so you technically could say that it is a floral and woody fragrance. But the most noticeable part is the white lily scent with some sweetness from the pear. Is it too sweet? Absolutely not. It is slightly sweet with most heavy emphasis on coolness and metallic quality. So, about this particular scent. The scent is a fragrance that has been created by of course, yet another fragrance in the line by the Christian Sheldrake, which is the Chanel perfumer. And this means that, of course, you have the elegance and the fine quality of the ingredients that you would have in other fragrances by this particular perfumer. Including in his Chanel created newer fragrances. But talking about this particular scent, La Vierge de Fer means the Iron Maiden, and it is a wordplay, like for most of the Serge Lutens scents. It is a wordplay and also some play in the notes of the perfume, making it more in-depth, interesting, and unique. So this scent talks about the Iron Maiden. In this case, it was meant to be about Jeanne of Arc, Jeanne d'Arc, of course, the national hero in regards to the liberation. And of course, it's also a wordplay because Iron Maiden used to be a torture device during the Middle Ages. It was a wooden casket in a standing casket format with iron spikes and nails, where you would put your victim in and torture them by closing the actual casket and thus crushing their organs with iron spikes. So this is, of course, yet another twist in the name of this particular fragrance, like, for example, in La Orpheline fragrance, which is also wordplay. But what the webpage says about the scent, so Serge Lutens perfumers say that the religion of iron needed a virgin and the virgin a lily. Have you smelled it? Yes, I have, and how is it as striking as the fleur de lis seal on the arm of a criminal? So it used to be a royal lily on criminals, including prostitutes, on during the French monarchy times, and never and deep down as itchy as a hair shirt on the skin. In fact, a sublime torture. So this is, of course, little quote that he says, and when talking about this particular scent, of course, the same way as La Fille du Perlon and La Orpheline, La Religieuse, all of these scents have a little twist, a darker twist, even though technically they are floral scents. So, talking about the fragrance in depth, of course, there are many positive reviews on Fragrantica portal about the scent. It is not as long lasting as some other darker fragrances like Chergui, but at the same time, for a white floral for springtime, not too overpowering floral sillage wise, it is a lovely scent. You could wear it at office. It is perfect scent for signatures and throughout the year, but really the best way to wear it would be in spring from March to June, in colder climates when the nature is waking up and it's no longer freezing outside anymore, but some warmth has come from the sun. And many people say that this particular fragrance is something that they initially did not expect, so they expected something else from the scent profile. So maybe don't blind buy it, but try it out first, or buy a smaller size or a sample decant. You could probably get some on Etsy or eBay before purchasing the full size. But overall, I can say that I did blind buy this one and it was worth it, and it is a beautiful, beautiful scent. It's almost empty now, and many people note that, of course, the Iron Maiden, the wordplay is very funny and silly. You can feel the coolness, the metallic quality, the iron quality in the perfume, similarly to La Fille de Berlin, which also has cool rose and metallic notes in it, in the same way as in this fragrance, just with the lily instead of rose. And it is slightly fruity. You can feel the pear notes, a rough metallic opening, but it sets down to a gentle, beautiful aquatic lily with pear hints. For some, they note that it is similar to they say, which is Issey Miyake perfume, a beautiful Mayflower springtime scent. You can definitely get that also in designer perfume section in perfume stores. So Issey Miyake fragrance, the same, is a nice powdery springtime floral, not too long lasting. I would say that this lasts longer, and it is a wonderful scent. But overall, people are quite positive about the scent. It's not too offensive. The metallic quality is noticeable. If you don't like cooler fragrances and metallic fragrances in florals, then don't pick it up, but overall it is likable. Not too sweet, a little sour. It is a little sour from the pear, and some people compare it to silverware drawer crammed full of lilies. So a lily metallic quality, that definitely is to be noted. Eating a gourmet pear sorbet with a silver spoon while living in idyllic fairy tale field of lilies during a snowstorm. This is another review on the Fragrantica. So overall, it is a wonderful scent. Some people don't like it. For some people, it's too soapy or too sour, or just not what they expected initially. But personally, for me, this fragrance is a beautiful springtime scent. You can definitely wear it when going out, you can wear it to work, you can wear it while traveling. It won't be too noticeable during the winter time, so I would probably pick up another fragrance then. But for a spring and early summertime scent, this is wonderful. You will get a lot of compliments. It's not too heavy sillage wise, so a couple of sprays and maybe put it in your bag and spray it again in midday to refreshen up the scent throughout the day. But overall, it is a beautiful scent. It is slightly sour, slightly sweet, but not too sweet. Cool, white musk. You can feel sandalwood, but it's not too heavy. So if you don't like sandalwood fragrances, you still might like this particular scent because it's more on the floral side. and sandalwood is just there to give some base and some foundation for the fragrance. So overall, I would say that it is wonderful. Of course, it's inspired on France, fleur de lis, the monarchic lily. It's inspired on the story of Jeanne d'Arc, on the revolution, fighting for freedom, on lilies, metallic notes. So this is an interesting, unusual, beautiful scent that is definitely worth trying out, especially now as the summertime slowly approaches and spring is here. So thanks.